Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Dina here. So thank you so much for checking out this channel. On this channel we talk mainly about hair and skincare routine. So I thank you so much for checking it out. Today I'm going to do a hair protective style tutorial. As promised in the last video, I'm going to show you how I'm doing my protective style, which is gonna be chunky twist. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to show you how I'm applying my my cloves oil, which is mixed with aloe vera as well, and some other oil. I believe I put essential oil in it, like rosemary and tea tree oil. So that's what I'm going to do, and then we're going to talk about a few things. Like, I wanted to give you some tips as well on how you can grow your hair. As I'm doing my hair, I will also provide you with some tips on how you can grow your hair fast. So as you can see, my hair is detangled, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to moisturize it before I start twisting my hair. And what I'm going to be using is, of course, my cloves oil that I made last week, and I'm going to use my Cantu shea butter or argan oil butter. So I'm going to be using this cream. It's also mixed with shea butter, the raw shea butter. That's why I call it Cantu shea butter, even though this thing says Cantu argan oil. But yeah, it has shea butter in it, and of course I'm gonna be using my cloves water or spray. I usually do the LCO method, so I usually start with water, and then I put the cream, and then I put my oil. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with the liquid, LCL liquid, cream, and oil. So I'm not gonna use a lot. You don't want it to be wet, so I'm just gonna use just a little bit to moisturize my hair before I start twisting them. Alright, so that's enough. And then I'm gonna be using the cream. Then I'm using my elbow. Just a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to mention that I did separate my hair into 4 sections already. And I'm just gonna start with this section, and then we'll move from section to sections. Okay, so like I said, it's gonna be very chunky twist. I'm not doing anything small because I don't really have time for small twist. So I'm just gonna do chunky twist this time, and they're not gonna last me a long time. It's just gonna be a couple weeks, so I don't need them to be really small. That way I can take them down easily. Alright, so as you can see, if you don't know how to twist, you just want to separate it in 2, and then you work with the 2 sections that you separated it into, and try not to mix them up as you go. You just try to use the only sections, like the two sections that you created. Try to only use these two, so that when you take it out, then it's easier for you to take it out. I mean, yeah, so when you untwisting, it's gonna be easier for you to untwist it if you only do the two sections. Like if you're mixing them up, like taking a part like this and start to put it in here, then it's not gonna be easy for you to untwist it, right? So that's why it's important to do equal sections when you start, and just keep using the same sections as you untwist it down. I mean, as you twist it down. So like I said, I also wanted to give you some tips on how to grow your hair. And I want to focus on what I think are the most important tips to grow your hair, and what were the most essential to me in my hair journey. And for me, the first, I'm just going to go over three, because these are the three main things that I think were very important in my hair growth journey. And just remember that hair growth is not the only goal. The hair retention is also very important, and these tips are for not only hair growth but also for hair retention, because that's really that's one of the most important aspect of natural hair, is retaining your hair. So when I started my hair journey, what I did was implementing a great hair routine. At the very beginning, I started doing things to try to keep my hair into a routine where I would wash my hair. If I wash my hair this week, I would co-wash my hair next week. So what I did was I had a planner in which I would plan out, just like I would plan out everything for the month, I would also plan out what I was gonna do with my hair. So I would wash my hair. If I wash my hair on Saturdays, I would wash my hair every Saturdays. Or if I wash my hair this Saturday, next week I would co-wash my hair, and I would have my hair on a schedule, and I would stick to that schedule every week. Or every month I would apply the same routine, right? So this month I wash, next week I co-wash, next week I wash, next week I co-wash, and then during that month too, I plan around how am I gonna wash my hair. If I'm going to do a hair treatment, so I would plan that out. What kind of products am I gonna be using? Am I gonna be using natural products? So that way my hair is kind of used to a routine, so that I'm not all over the place. And I find that my hair really liked that routine, and I was able to grow my hair fairly quick that way. Try to get your hair into a great routine that you stick with, and you would probably be able to see your result faster than you expected. If you get your hair into a routine, your hair really get used to that, and it appreciates the care that you provide into your hair. You also consistent, and I think with everything, consistency is key. Like if you're consistent with your hair, then you're also consistently taking care of your hair. So that gives you the discipline to be consistent with your hair care. So that's what I have done, and that's what I'm still doing to this day. I'm trying to keep my hair into a routine. It has changed from when I started my hair journey. Like things change, your hair get longer, your hair kind of change, your diet change, and your hair change with your diet sometimes. Depends on what's happening in your life, your hair may change. So You kind of have to switch things around. Like if you need more protein this time, if you don't need a lot of protein, if your hair is fairly healthy, or if your hair is not looking healthy, you want to change things around, and you want to be consistent. And when you see that there is a major change in your hair, then you want to change your routine as well to accommodate that, the need of your hair. I don't know if you can see how shiny my hair is, but it's really shiny and moisturized. Okay? My hair looks super healthy right now. And the only thing I've been using was the aloe vera and cloves. And I think they're working amazing because I haven't seen my hair looking like this in a long time. So they must be doing something. Anyway, my second tip is to definitely moisturize your hair. Moisturize your hair as much as needed. Don't over moisturize, but definitely moisturize your hair as needed, because our hair, textured hair, needs moisture to grow. And if you don't moisturize it like a plant, what happens is that it dies, right? It gets, especially our hair, it gets pretty brittle, and eventually it just breaks, right? So you want to implement these healthy habits that's gonna keep your hair healthy. And by keeping your hair healthy, you will be retaining more length, and by retaining more length, you will be able to grow your hair. So I believe moisturizing your hair is the second most important part of your hair routine. And that's one of the reasons why I wash my hair every week. Like, I don't wash my hair with shampoo, of course, but I do have some sort of water on my hair. And even if you don't wash your hair, try to sprizzle your hair or spray your hair so that you can re-add some moisture. Like, the best way to moisturize your hair, of course, is by going underwater and get your hair wet and apply some kind of conditioner, hair treatment that gets your hair moisturized and hydrated. But if you find that you can't go underwater every week, because for some people it's a lot of work, it takes a long time for your hair to dry, or whatever the reason may be, if you can't get your hair wet every week, then the best thing to do is to have a spray bottle like this. You know, it doesn't have to be closed water. Just have water or whatever you use. There's a lot of products out there for leave-in, you know, leave-in water, leave-in conditioner. Just use some kind of conditioner to moisturize your hair, because your hair definitely needs that. So yeah, my second tip is definitely moisturize your hair. In my routine, I'm very consistent with moisturizing my hair, because if I don't moisturize my hair, it gets super dry, and eventually it just creates a lot of knots that I don't want to deal with. So I try to keep a consistent routine of how I wash my hair and how I moisturize my hair, so that I can retain my hair, because I'm trying to grow my hair, right? So if you're trying to grow your hair and essentially your hair is growing, so your hair is growing, but if you're not retaining it, then you're not really keeping any hair. So that's my second tip, is to moisturize your hair. So last but not least, my third tip for growing your hair is to protective style, which is what I'm doing right now. So protective styling gives your hair a break from, from manipulation. So the more you keep your hair in a protective style, the less you touch your hair. And the less you touch your hair, the less you give your hair an opportunity for it to break, for it to fall, for it to come into contact with fabrics or products or whatever it may be that you're using. So if you put your hair in a protective style, that like I'm doing right now, then you don't touch your hair and you give your hair a chance to grow, a chance to rest. When you touch your hair a lot, then that stresses out your hair too. So I think putting your hair in a protective style is the best way for you to not manipulate your hair and for it to be able to get the opportunity to flourish. There's all types of protective styling that you can use. If you don't choose to protective style with, like I'm doing, like a twist, some people choose to protective style with, with a wig or weaves or braids. Some people put crochet. So there's so many ways that you can do a protective style that'll benefit your hair. Some people may just do a hair bun, right? Like I've done hair buns, and that works for me because that's a style. Even if it doesn't last 2, 3, 4 weeks, but it might last you a week, and that's a week that you're not touching your hair, and your hair definitely benefit from that. So protective style, which essentially is a way of using low manipulation method, is certainly another way that will benefit your hair so that you can grow your hair longer. So these are the ways that I've been growing my hair. I have been natural for a while now. I've been natural for at least 10 years. When I say natural, I was natural before I started my hair journey, but I wasn't really taking care of my hair. So my natural hair journey started about 10 years ago, and from there, then I started taking care of my hair. I started using these methods. I started seeing a big improvement in my hair growth and in the health of my hair as well, because like I said, hair growth is not the only goal. The goal is to grow not only long hair but healthy hair. I think that's the most important. Even if you're not growing your hair long, or that's not the intention, you still want to have healthy hair. You still don't want your hair to look dry and brittle and looking like you haven't touched your hair in months. So you just want to have the best looking hair as you can have, even if it's not long, even if it's not shoulder length or brow length or whatever. You still want to have your hair looking healthy. These are the tips that I have for you today that I think can benefit you to not only grow your hair but to grow healthy hair. And with that being said, I will continue to do my hair off camera, and then I will come back and show you what my hair looks like at the end. And I'm going to apply my my spray again and my oil on my scalp, so I will show you how I do all that at the end of this video. There you go. Alright, so I am done, and as you can see, I did big chunky twists, which didn't take me too long. It only took me about an hour or less, maybe 40 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, the plan is to use the cloves oil. The plan is to use the cloves and aloe vera water every day or every other day, depends on how my hair feels like. And I will also be using the cloves oil. Like these two I made in the last video last week, and I showed you the tutorial, so if you want to check it out, you can certainly do that. But that's the plan. I'm just going to use this these two for the 2 weeks that I'm gonna keep these on. Yeah, as you can see, my hair is looking very lush. It's looking very moisturized, and yeah, it's looking really nice, like shiny, moisturized. So yeah, that is the plan. So right now I'm just gonna use this in my hair, and to show you how I'm gonna do it, just give it a shake, and I'm gonna just use it in my scalp. Like I'm mostly gonna use it in my scalp and just massage it in my scalp like this. And you don't have to use a lot, just a couple spray, and just get it all around. And you can just use your finger to massage it. So I'm just going to use my finger to massage like this. Then I'm going to lock that with my little oil. And then you can also use it in your actual hair. Right now I don't need it because I already did that, but just to give you an idea of what I'm gonna do every so often this week, just use the oil and moisturize them. Okay. I'm probably gonna do this every other day as opposed to every day, because I don't think I'm gonna need to do it every day. So I'm just gonna plan out to do it every other day for 2 weeks. And then next you can just style your hair the way you want it. I'm just gonna style it, do an up bun, just like this. Make sure the edges are not too tight. And since I'm doing a protective style, I want to hide my ends. And that's it. So This is style number 1. Because I'm not going anywhere really, but I can make it a little bit, you know, looking a little bit nicer if I'm going somewhere. So yeah guys, this is it for the video. Just let me know if you learned something, if you like the methods, the tips that I provided for hair growth and hair retention. And if you do, please let me know in the comment section and give this video a like. I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks again. Have a great day.